paradise, upstate New York. It's cold, but it's not windy and snowy as it was the last few days. We're in the Fireside chat room. Sarah, how you doing? Kelly, good morning. Simply Ben, good morning, good afternoon. Carnivore, Keystone. Again, everything fertility is the next hour, and the hour of power is always about fertility and your fertile life, right? That's what this is always about, is how do we improve our fertile lives through some concepts and ideas that are not mainstream. Louisiana, IVF, Walsh, good morning. Say Millie, how you doing, Millie? A beautiful day in God's paradise, and we're here to learn more about how you can improve your fertility. I'm Dr. Kiltz. I'm the owner-director of CNY Fertility Centers, but we take care of people through depleting their deuterium, right, Esther? So we're carrying around all this heavy hydrogen because we're mostly eating a plant-based diet, which is deadly, and moving more towards keto and carnivore. My theory now is simple. Everything we eat basically wants to kill us because they're antigenic, right? And plants are the most antigenic things you and I eat. That's the craziness. Tony Arubia, good morning, good afternoon. GC Design Build, thanks for stopping in again. 5 a.m. every day, Kiltz is live. 7:30 p.m. Eastern time on Monday evenings. The Mighty Tribe meets on a Zoom meeting, and 10 a.m. currently on Sunday mornings. I'm the Fertile Fireside Chat, but I've been talking about changing it up and doing another day. I haven't quite hit that 100% yet, but I talk about it and then I do about it. I think it and then I ink it and then I master the way. If you haven't gone to CNYfertility.com, you need to check it out. There's a lot you can learn on the 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Boom, Jonathan Fay and Luke is in the house. We're mastering new concepts and ideas. And Jonathan did a really, really great video he sent me, and I hope we're going to put it live or do a live or put it out there. But check out the family building guide on Amazon, and all of the little tips and tricks are right here. You could share it with your OBGYN, your fertility doctor globally. They might be willing to do it, right? Thoughts on research about cognitive behavior, negative impacts in kiddos from mothers who had high ketones in pregnancy. I don't think much about it because the damaging diseases are sugars and glycation and glucose. That all comes from plants. I'm reading another article on the evolution of glycans and glycosylation, and it's really interesting to see that the majority of all other organisms do not have sialic acid as their last glycan or monosaccharide on their glycobiome. So I'd say keto is kick-ass, but I don't measure ketones. I just stick to fatty meat. And it may be a lot of those people that are doing ketones are taking ketone supplements, or they're doing a standard keto diet with vegetables and plants, which I think are deadly. Steve, 24K, 2019. Vicky, how you doing? Super morning, Sally Bassant. Let's see. I gotta move my cameras over a little bit so I can capture everyone. Jonathan, good morning. Have fun in New York at the Greek wedding, and we all got to get together. I'm coming down to Sarasota sometime soon, and you can currently get the keto guide on Amazon, and soon to surface is the carnivore guide, which you can get on Dr.Kiltz.com, which is basically Kiltz's keto is carnivore, and it's a super morning to everyone out there. Freezing day 3 is the best way to go if it depends on the season. I like freezing day 3. I enter at LA. Kiltz is coming to LA, CNY Fertility. We're working on all the magic to begin to put it out there to everyone. Our new price of IVF is going to be $4,500 plus the cash discount, which is $4,295 or something like that. But ultimately, we're going to be discounting lots of things to keep it the most affordable in the nation. Now, I'm not supposed to say that. SART doesn't allow me to say the most affordable. But if you got someone more affordable than CNY Fertility, let us know. We might even match it. That's it, right? Consult, Sally Bassan, 30 March. Let's see, message you, WhatsApp, earlier appointment from Trinidad, Sally Bassan. Send me another WhatsApp message, Sally, and I'll get to it. If not, sometime this week for sure. Let's see. Deirdre 1908. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Prepaid for IVF. That's it. Prepay your IVF. We're really working to get medications most affordable for everyone in this country. And we've got to be the ones to do the fight, right? If you want to lower the prices of IVF, you got to do the work, right? And that's what I've been doing, and I continually do that. But I've also been working on ways that you can conceive and deliver a baby naturally, right? I do fertilization for free. Jimmy D, absolutely. It costs something always. There's nothing for free. Nothing for free. Hello from Wheaton, Illinois. Will Fredrickson. How you doing, my friend? A great good morning to all. Let's see. Jen Melanie, the 15th. Awesome. Again, amazing team members that we're taking care of people globally. And if you go to drkiltz.com or cnyfertility.com, you can get information about how you might conceive naturally, right? And damage to the cervix, by the way, cervical insufficiency, Empress Drew, is due to plant-based low animal fat diet. Inflammation, and I've been reading about the elastic damage to our elastic nature of our blood vessels and all of our cells and tissue of our body is damaged by glycation. Glycation damages all of us, right? With Matthias, awesome. How far out are you scheduling new patient appointments, Carly? We can get people in next week. You just got to sort of get online to CNY Fertility, make an appointment, and then message, can you get me in earlier? Or you could text Dr. Kiltz, 315-416-9872. We are going to be raising our frozen embryo transfers a few $100s. We're really working to keep it affordable at the CNY Fertility Centers globally, right? Scheduled this week, and I'm April, IVF, Ellie, Weaver, hello, second FET soon, success. Go to the Family Building Guide. Again, Family Building Guide, I've got it here somewhere. Let's see, Keto Guide. There's that guide. There's the Family Building Guide. I got it here. If you go to the Family Building Guide, you'll get a lot on the mind, what you put in the mouth. Hi from Brazil. Hello, my friend. How you doing? Brazil and globally. Tati Santi. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Barris D3K2. All right. The hour of fertility power. And ultimately, the whole intention of fertility is whether you're trying to have a baby or not, if you follow these simple guidelines, you will feel better. You will have your most fertile life because that's what it's about. Coconut oil. I'm not a big fan of coconut oil or olive oil or other palm oils. Plant oils, in my opinion, are deadly. Let's see. Preferred to IVF in Florida, Sally, is coming May, June. Praying to the gods every day. May, June. We got equipment's being delivered, finishing touches on the facility, hiring staff, training staff. Victor Scraper, how you doing, my friends? All right, let's see. Does working night shift influence fertility? Nesserol, it can. Make sure you're closing, all the blinds at night. During the day, you're getting your dark time, right? The proper daylight, dark nighttime are really critical for your fertility. Sleep well, going back and forward day and night. That back and forth could be a factor, but look at our stuff on why fatty meat makes you fertile. My theory is that the microbes and the macrobes, the plants, they're all predators. They're all foreign products. They have foreign antigens and foreign sugars that damage our glycobiome. That's really the critical part about it. Is our glycobiome is trying to make you good, but you're doing all the bad because you're eating the plants, which are deadly for humans. Which molecular supplements to use to improve egg quality? Ovarian bloom, Sally, and try out our nutritional solutions, the organ meats, really good, and make sure you up the fat. Eliminate the plants, in my opinion, is like the number one thing. But a lot of people, I can't eliminate plants. I got to eat them. Well, you don't got to. You should eliminate plants because they're the predators. All right, give me 1 second. I got to grab something here. Hold on, my team. I was thirsty. I needed it. I left it on my desk. So molecular fertility supplements male and female for the male and for the female, for the sperm source and the egg source. And then look at our stuff on why the baby's way, bacon, eggs, butter, beef, Kiltz's ice cream, and salt is kick-ass amazing. I recommend 1 meal a day. That'll help. But you got to eat the fatty meat to suppress inflammation in your bowels. And the liver's function is to make fat out of amino acids and simple sugars, but we're eating what? We're eating a bunch of plants, and plants are the predators that want to take us down. So make sure I say that 1 meal a day is the very, very best. Potential donor egg transfer, what supplements do you recommend? Really the same things, because if you're going to help your ovaries, you're going to help your uterus. You want to reduce inflammation in the bowels. Roxanne from Houston, Texas. How are you doing this beautiful day? Stay warm, everyone around this country and the globe. Stay safe. Have faith in God first. Believe in the power of the faith and the belief in the thing you wish as if it is. And eat 1 meal a day typically is the best. We're not grazing animals. We are carnivore animals. But if you look at our molecular fertility, which are vegetarian, vegan supplements, and then our nutritional solutions are our animal-based products. So I believe that eating a plant-based diet is deadly. You want to minimize the plants, maximize the fat, and eat less frequently, and go for a walk and stay off the treadmill, right? Be one of the doctors in New Florida Center. I will be one of the docs down there along with Dr. Condra, but we're kind of on a rotation because I go to Colorado, I go to Florida, I come to New York. I'm working to get out to Atlanta, to Dr. Ivanov in Philadelphia. Really working to build with you. Dr. Lay, Annandale OBGYN is a great practice in Annandale, Virginia, where we're really working with your OBGYNs around the country. And if your OBGYN is interested in affordability, access, quality, and integrating Eastern and Western medicine in their fertility practice, remember all OBGYNs are fertility physicians. I started out as an OBGYN. Plants are nuts, by the way. Seeds, nuts, fruit, fiber, vegetables, and honey is deadly of any significance or frequency. The challenge is so many people have babies on a plant-based diet. You're like, well, why am I not? Well, it's kind of like some people are allergic to seeds and nuts and peanuts and fruits and vegetables, but other people don't know it, but their allergy happens to be infertility. That's the craziness, right? The allergy happens to be infertility. May I ask which city, Florida? Sarasota, Florida is our leading one. We're working on Orlando right now. We're working on Miami also. So we're really working on ways of, listen, this is community fertility care, right? Social media, social medicine. We're looking and working on ways that we can all heal, maybe without a doctor, right? Without the drugs or the dissections, right? That's what we're working on. Someone who's 42 use their own eggs or donor eggs. Sally Bassant, you may have an excellent chance of delivering baby with your own eggs. So first, I'm going to do my very best with my own eggs, my own sperm, my own uterus. But if those things aren't working, be open to donor eggs, donor sperm, donor embryos, or a gestational carrier or a surrogate for sure. Let's see, Indra, success does go up after laparoscopy, hysteroscopy, including removing polyps. We do a lot of work with your gynecologist or gynecologic surgeons, endometriosis surgeons, which we have experts within our team that remove endometriosis, pelvic scar tissue, bad fallopian tubes, fibroids, and all these things by removing them surgically can help you get pregnant. Now, I always say, first, I'm a mom, I'm a dad, I'm a parent. I am healthy, well, and fertile, right? In the mind, be grateful for the thing you desire as if it is, and it shall be that or better and better and better every single day, right? Success rates go up after laparoscopy, hysteroscopy, for sure. Florida girl, how you doing? 86. Good morning, pretty face. What's the difference between frozen and fresh transfer? Well, fresh is basically transferring when you make the embryos, you take the egg, the sperm, you make the embryo, and then you transfer it before freezing it. Otherwise, you can freeze the embryo and come back and do it another time. Frozen cycle's a little bit better than fresh, but there may be some bias and all that we don't really know. It depends on your particular issues. I do a lot of recommending day 3 freeze-alls, and I do a lot of dual and triple stimulations. And I also recommend thinking about natural cycles and mini cycles, right? Mini, Clomid letrozole only. Clomid letrozole with a little bit of gonadotropins, 100 to 200 max. Lower the cost of the meds because in general, high dose meds are not making more embryos. It's not, right? All right. PRP before IVF, and yes, how soon? So platelet-rich plasma is another anti-inflammatory treatment to bring stem cells to the uterus, the ovaries, the peritoneal surfaces to rejuvenate your eggs, the sperm that's there, the embryos, and the implantation environment. The problem is that the glycobiome, and if you go to the Essentials of Glycobiology, which is an online free access text on glycobiology, you'll learn much more why the glycobiome trumps everything, right? See, our proteins are almost all glycosylated, and we can reduce inflammation by keto, carnivore, 1 meal a day, high fat, low to no sugars, get rid of sugars, and then by using PRP intravariant about a month. You can even do it with a retrieval, do a retrieval, some PRP, do another retrieval, some PRP, another retrieval, some PRP. And some people are doing PRP separate from an egg retrieval for sure. All right, consultation next month. Any advice for questions? Kiana, well, certainly if you go to drkiltz.com and CNYfertility.com and just eat it up, right? Really listen, learn, watch. And even Dr. Saladino is talking about how pregnancy rates are dropping because of sperm and egg quality, embryo quality, metabolic syndrome. It's secondary to a plant-based antigens, glycation, which is damaging all of us. But basically, how young are you? How long you've been trying? Do you have sperm? Do you have eggs? Do you have a normal uterus? Do you have any other medical problems that may be part of the problem? And if you look at our books on keto, carnivore, on the Fertile Feast, if you go to Amazon and Google Dr. Kiltz's books, they're all related to a fertile life and making babies, right? The ramble with them began to crave other food. And again, the Israelites started wailing and said, if only we had meat to eat. It's just eat meat. And meat makes masters and mush makes us meek. We became domesticated because we're listening to the Pope, the priest, the president, the professors, the prophets to say, eat the mush, you be meek, you will follow them anywhere because you become addicted to plants. Because all plant food contains some form of morphine, heroin, cocaine. Mediterranean, I don't recommend the Mediterranean diet. I'm a Mediterranean descent. I say eat carnivore. That is the very best. Anshali Scherer, let's see, North Carolina. I was told by several other CNY patients that a double embryo transfer is not allowed. And not always. It depends on your age, Scherer. Ashley, it depends. It's individual. This is not allowed, is not true. But in general, we recommend one at a time. 3 months initial consult, finally almost here, February 15th, seeing that first cycles are being pushed back into April. The patient volume, you'll get going pretty fast. Start reading our stuff, learning about our stuff. If you come in there knowing what you want to do, we can get you moving fast. Have you had the ultrasound, HSG, genetic screening? Have you done all of the prelim testing, which you can do, and we're going to help you do that. But bacon, eggs, butter, beef, Kiltz's ice cream, salt, 1 meal a day, carnivore all the way. Ashley Scherer, is that right? And I apologize if I don't get it right the first time. 45. At 45, with your own embryos, own egg embryos, then putting in 2 or 3 is not unusual. And again, people are waiting time to get into CNY fertility because we are one of the, if not the most affordable in America. And from even people going to Mexico and the Caribbean and other places, we still are more affordable. Donor eggs are going to be better at 45, but I have 45-year young women getting pregnant. Faith, fertile fatty foods, and get off the treadmill. That's for sure. Chance to do an IUI. What can help? Facing Destiny 1922. Nice. Our destiny is mom and dads and parents every day. Remember, we are the lionesses and the lions. We are not the pigs, cows, and sheep any longer, right? So what are you going to do? Number one, you visualize, put up a vision board, right? Pictures of you, your partner, your husband, your wife, whatever it is, or dogs and cats, or more kids, right? You have to have faith in the positive nature of the human power, right? We are capable of going to the moon and beyond. Not that I want to do that, right? But what I've learned is I became the carnivore that I am. I stopped being a pig, cow, and sheep. And that will help. Are your tubes open? Do you have sperm? Is the sperm okay? Have you done genetic screening? You can decline all genetic screening, by the way. You don't need it. Have you asked your gynecologist to look for endometriosis, do a laparoscopy, hysteroscopy? Talk to them. See, a lot of the times this stuff can be done with your primary care GYN obstetrician, or you have a local doc that could refer you to someone to do all these things, right? No treadmill, just walking. But just walking in Belvino is okay. Iamris, is that right? And Ashley, again, we're here to help every single day. And our job here is to help you get in fast, quickly, but you don't want to go fast. Go slow. Go with the flow of God's life, right? And your God's life, right? You are emulating God's work every single day. And that's the most powerful play. Read The Secret by Rhonda Byrne and read my book, The Fertile Secret. I've got a couple of copies to two different forms of that, a thick version and a thin version. But by trying, so stay positive by doing satya, zaman, keep at it, keep at it, keep at it, keep at it, keep at it. It hurts, it's painful, it's hard, it's drudgery at times, right? But whoever the prophet was, they suffered and suffered and suffered, and they never gave up, did they? Keto is kick-ass, but carnivore is king. All right, ET, I had 2 miscarriages after, the next month. What would you recommend? Any tips for successful pregnancy? Read my CNY Family Building Guide, laparoscopy, hysteroscopy. Go full-on carnivore. Have faith, right? Immune 3, Immune 4, IVIG, intralipids, Lovenox, Plaquenil, Prograf, Neupogen, PRP, HCG, Neupogen washes. And don't forget IVIG, Humira, and Cimzia. Those may be valuable. And if you realize that we're all allergic to plants, foreign live organisms. Remember that plants are live organisms. This idea that I don't want to kill an animal, well, you're killing a plant. You must eat something that is or was alive to be alive. That's just it. You can't eat rocks, right? Keep at it, because when you fall off, getting back on is way harder. That's right. When you fall off and you stay down, but you gotta like just start by like, I'm getting up. And even if it's slow and hard, right? Slow and hard, right? Go slow and be hard, but be happy with yourself in the journey, right? I am doing this. I am doing this, right? Adal Sheik. Let's see, David Lee, I think Johan Neatling. Never, ever, 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 ever give up, but always give it up to the gods, right? Because if you realize that the brain, the mind is where heaven is and hell, you choose it, right? You choose heaven or hell, don't you? Gets monthly chemo for maintenance, post-stem cell transfer. Any chance the sperm is functional? Freeze it now. Freeze the sperm now. And go carnivore and look at Sophia Clemens' Paleomedicina and Laszlo Boros. Go to drkiltz.com and CNYfertility.com. We have an amazing, amazing, amazing. Courtney, never, ever, ever, ever stop, right? Remember, we are eternal spiritual beings. The mind is the master creator of your future and your power of now. And if you can use yesterday, right? Yesterday is magical. Use all your failures, your faults, your problems as the pieces of the puzzle, the material to make your master life even more masterful than it is already, right? You got to see the mastery in the fire, right? And when you heat it up, when you do the hard, right? Learn to rest, not quit. Absolutely, right? Heavenly Father, Mother, thank you, God, Lord, Creator, for this day, for everything you've given me, right? There is a plant which eats bugs. Let's see, absolutely. Listen, plants, listen, we've been duped. We've been duped by the masters at the top of the pyramids, the top of the mosque or the mission, right? Whatever it is, eat plants. You become addicted to them because they all contain heroin, cocaine, marijuana. It's as simple as that, right? Gout crisis in the fat. Gout is caused by a low-fat diet, my friends. A protein-sparing diet is deadly of any significance or frequency. Fat is where it's at, and if you're not fat in a famine, you're fertilizer fast. We go after fat. Men want fat. They don't want skinny. And women, you want curves. You want curves, my friends. Even if you're same sex, opposite sex, I know what you want. You want some fat, right? Acupuncture, absolutely, right? Let's see, the pitcher plant and the bladderwort. Plants are live organisms, and they want you as fertilizer. That's as simple as that, right? Be free. Loader, Jolene Stabler, hello, Juan Casadoval, awesome. Thanks for stopping in for 5 minutes, 50 minutes, whatever it is. This is the hour of the fertile power. And if you're not thinking you want to have a baby now, you might want it in the future, or you might be wanting to help someone that does, right? That's why I share this for free, right? Okay, wait, nothing's for free. You got to give your time up to listen to Kiltz, right? And the other CNY Fertility fertile fireside chatters, right? That are chatting it up, right? Let's see, how much fat do you recommend? I do about a fistful of fruit a day, and it's 1-to-1 fat to protein. That's what I love. Jonathan Hashburn from DR. How you doing, coach? Thanks for stopping in. Add gonal to my IUI cycles, facing destiny. You can. So I recommend low dose, mini dose, natural dose for either intercourse, IUI, and IVF, even frozen transfers. And remember, flatter him or her, feed him or her, and F him or her. Remember, our sensuality is being lost. You got to love your partner, love yourself. Stop this fight in life. This is not a fight. It's faith life, right? The more you learn the faith life, you will feel the fantastic energy and vibration of the gods within all of us, right? It's a God's journey, right? Operation Baby Human between Orlis and Lupron, Depo, microdose, Lupron, endosuppression. Even my friend, all of them are about the same, in my opinion. Stage 4 endo, carnivore, carnivore, carnivore. You see, humans are carnivores. My bet is because we stayed away from the deadly plant and microbial glycans, our evolution became that of the master of our own destiny. We understand the gods, right? And so when you eat the fatty meat, 1-to-1 fat to protein in 1 meal a day, and do a 1-day, 2-day, 3-day, 4-day, 5-day fast at least, and if you're suffering, my friends, then you want to suffer some more. You want to do something hard. Do a 2, 3, or 5-day fast. Go completely carnivore. The carnivores are the mastervores, right? But the herbivores, you line up in lines to eat more carbohydrates, right? Carnivore plants digest the meat. Well, the same way. Remember, they're just using their enzymes to break them down back to the simple molecules of amino acids, simple sugars, and fatty acids. Listen, believe me, the plants, they're using the carbon from the air along with sunlight. Carbon dioxide, sunlight makes oxygen. That's what you and I consume. But the plants, they want fertilizer. When we plant and replant and replant, we diminish the fertilizer for the plants. And if you just throw a bunch of dead animals there, guess what? It'll be replenished, right? Millions of years of evolution of carbon particles dying, right? Which is you and I, the dinosaurs, and all that other stuff. But The plants, remember, the microorganisms will put you into little micro pieces, and then the plants will use all of that. Some plants have the enzymes to take you down anyway, right? Difference. We answered the Operation Baby Humans. This is all an operation of baby making life, right? I'm sorry, no matter sexy clothing, whatever you're wearing, because you want to attract your type, right? Whatever that is, right? Between our skin color, our hair shapes and colors, our jewelry, our tattoos, our clothing, or whether you're vegan, vegetarian, Mediterranean, or pescatarian, or carnivore, you want to fit in what you think is a thing that's going to get you reproduced, right? This is just a reproductive world, right? That's the only reason I'm here, right? Did my prescription testing last week, and some fibroids were discovered going to saline sonogram tomorrow. You can do retrievals and freezing even though you have fibroids. Don't let them waste your time in trying to find out whether or not you got this or this. Get going, baby McCree. How you doing? Cave painting of the tribes hunting vegetables. We are fatty meat eaters. And my bet is the reason we ventured out of being the chimpanzees or the apes or whatever you think we might have evolved from, basically we stopped eating the plant glycans. And the plant glycans are mostly glucose and mannose, but animal glycans are mostly sialic acids. So when you get to understand that a lot of muscle, the fasting does not lose muscle. If you're not doing anything with your muscles, you're going to atrophy your muscles. But I did a 5-day fast every day in the gym, doing my weightlifting, my walking, my bike riding, and positivity. I did not stop because I didn't eat for 5 days. I kept on moving, and you were my inspiration to keep moving, right? Hans Bosch, Guave Mohanty, 100 grams, 3.5 boiled beef. Again, I love my dry-aged ribeye from Snake River Farms, and I eat it raw quite often, or black and blue, but you want to add the butter, the salt, Malden, Himalayan, Redmond's, whatever you want, right? Let's see, Alex, good question. How to carnivore plants? Listen, remember, the microbes, the macrobes, they want to take you down. Plants, was it 450 gigatons of carbon? They own the earth, right? And humans are 0.06 or 0.006 of the carbon footprint of the world. And stop blaming on cows, right? As humans grew, we wanted to make more cows, right? But we've been duped to eat more vegetables, which will take you down and make you a vegetable. They'll put you in the funny farm faster, right? El Paso, Texas, Will Frederickson. I'm working on El Paso. My ex father-in-law, Juan Casis Castro, is buried in El Paso. Great man. He taught me how to cook Mexican food. He was my inspiration for so many years, and still is. I have a list of all the people that have died before me, and many of them remind me of why I'm on this mission, why I'm realizing that we are lions, not pigs, cows, or sheep. We are the leaders of our life, and you must have faith in God and look in the mirror. And there she be. It's a woman, by the way. Men, you can't do without women. We're dumb. We're dumb. Flatter us, feed us, and F us, and we're happy. We won't ask for anything more, and we'll even take out the trash, right? Plants want the proteins, the fly decays the plants, and the juices get absorbed. Listen, the universe is simple. Life begets life. But if you don't eat something that was alive, you can't eat rocks, and you can't eat air. Sorry, you'll be fertilizer soon, and the rest of us might consume you one way or another, right? Aqua Blue, type 2 diabetes, get rid of it. I start carnivore. Do I need to stop? Don't stop your medications right away and get a doctor to get your, but the last I learned, diabetes, which causes glycation and damage to the liver first, fatty liver disease, but then it damages through glycation your ovaries, your tubes, your uterus, your brain, the testicle, the penis. Every organ system of your body is damaged by a plant-based diet. Type 2, type 1 diabetes is all plant-based disease. What requirement do we have to eat plants as humans? Zero. We evolved as humans because we stopped eating plants. Plants contain glycans, glycation, that is deadly and damaging for all of us. just read about the glycobiome. There's a great link to Cold Harbor Springs. They have a free book on the essentials of glycobiology. Read it, weep it, wonder it, imagine it, right? All right, advice for reducing fibroids. Carnivore, fasting is lasting. And the keto helps, but carnivore is the best. My pleasure, my friends, and I'm working to bring CNY Fertility to everyone in this world. Affordability, access, quality. But if you just read my books or watch my videos, bingo, you may have a baby without ever seeing Kiltz except online, right? Yes, Irvin, hair growth. Listen, you're losing your hair because of the incorrect hormonal balance because you're eating plants. Plants glycate. Glycation damages every nook and cranny of your body, including your follicles for your hair growth, right? Cannot solve constipation, a high-fat carnivore. Well, what is constipation? Let's see, 5 days of fasting, not one bowel movement. I ate a big meal, boom, cleaned it out. 8 days later, my first bowel movement. I had no pain, no swelling, no bloating, nothing. Nothing. Tia's like, oh my God, you better take something. Well, she gave me something, but I already had a bowel movement well before I took it. It's like, wow, right? Oxtail, good for carnivore. Yes. Oxtail soup, chicken soup, no noodles, right? Stay away from it, right? Carnivore is great. Constipation is feeling like you got to go, but it's not coming out. So you're trying to force it, drugs and all that, but you're essentially bloating, pain, bleeding, burping. All of this stuff is deadly for humans because you and I have been duped. What would you do for heroin, cocaine, marijuana, nicotine, caffeine, right? What would you do for LSD, marijuana, ayahuasca? What would you do for a pastry, a pizza, or pasta? You'd get hangry, wouldn't you? You might steal and cheat and lie, right? Because you're simply addicted to an opiate stimulant that makes you want to have more of it. Even Saladino is convincing everyone to use honey and fruit. Now, I would say some from time to time is okay, but most of the time, no way. Don't do it, right? Medication to foreign people, Sally Bassan, will help you get medications everywhere in the globe. Absolutely. Chinta, good morning. Jessica, listen, Beth, Joe Cole, I think I got it. Keto book is online. Amazon has our Keto, has our Fertile Feast, has our Fertile Secret, Living Your Best Life, Daily Inspirations. You can maybe buy it as a package and we'll get you a discount, right? What does Kiltz's books look like? Right on. Amen every day. Amen. Inshallah. Namaste. God bless. Right? Bears are carnivores or omnivores. Well, bears are omnivores. And we can eat all that stuff, my friends. But we evolved because we ate the mastodons, the mighty meat of the world, right? The hair will come back. It can come back, right? Carnivore will help my hair come back. Absolutely. Now, again, I'm not here giving you a promise. But by the way, your gallbladder still makes bile and it's okay for carnivore. I say it's the very best way. The problem with our gallbladders, Miss T had a gallbladder attack. And it's because she doesn't eat fat. You got to eat fat. You got to eat fat. You got to eat fat. You see, you've been told not to eat fat. See, the liver makes fat. The liver's primary job is to make fat out of amino acids and sugars. Remember, glycans from plants are highly toxic for humans. We should not eat them of any significance or frequency. They're full of glucose and mannose. You want to eat animal meat, which has sialic acid, right? And heparan sulfates, those are the things. And chondroitin sulfate, absolutely. Mushrooms, do not touch them. They're deadly. They're hallucinogenic. You want to be hallucinating? Go for it. If you want to be tamed by the domesticating dictators of the world, eat plants. And I know this sounds a little ridiculous, but even as a vegan, vegetarian, and Mediterranean, if you simply eat one meal a day, cook the carbs well, minimize them, and maximize the fat. So for a vegan and above, well, the vegan, Mediterranean, and carnivore, it's butter, cream, tallow, lard, right? But for a vegan, you're going to have to stick to maybe coconut oil, which is industrial oil, right? Carnivore forevermore. I love it. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to my friends in Australia, Tasmania, to my friends in Russia and Ukraine. Come on, let's put the weapons away. Let's work it out, right? North and South Korea, the Vietnams of the world. Let's all working to get it together and share good conversations and connections, right? And it's through God and faith in God that we do the work, right? All right. Let's see. How does Neupogen help with fertility? Well, it has an anti-inflammatory or a glycosylation factors and sort of like human growth hormone, where it's a growth factor. We do know that it can help, right? Can carnivore helps with iron deficiency also? Absolutely. But Neupogen is another one of those secret ones in the family building guide. All right. The family building guide. You can get the keto guide, the family building guide on Amazon. Share with your friends or family. Whether you're trying to have a baby or not, it doesn't matter. This is the game changer, right? Carnivore helps with everything. And I got to give a call to my good friend Zach. And so many people out there, we're all looking for conversations and knowledge, right? But my belief is that we're being killed by glycans from plants and microbes, right? Is women a good source of protein? I'm not sure if I should eat more. The good source of, it's always fatty meat. Eat the fatty meat, bacon, eggs, butter, beef, Kiltz's ice cream, salt, 1 meal a day, fed, flattered, and effed. You know that, right? We are sexual beings. Why do you think all this pornography is the greatest? Because human beings are not living their sensual life with their partners. We're fighting because we're eating plants. Plants make us crazy, right? Let's see. Such carnivore help with gray hair. Well, I love my gray hair, but whatever color my hair is, like, it'll help you be the master of your universe, right? Pregnancy Safe Cosmetics, metrics, and check out pregnancySafeCosmetics.com and check out our website, Dr.Kiltz, for more understanding how our cosmetics, our detergents. Oh my God, do you see the one detergent that everyone says, oh, it's so good for everyone? It's got bacteria and yeast in it. My friends, like, I shower under a cold shower. I don't even use soap anymore. Do you worry sometimes that your firm belief in carnivore diet would make you ignore evidence against it is biased? I read all of it, Mr. Overdrive. And I suffered for years. At 55, I was keto, I was vegan, vegetarian, Mediterranean, pescatarian. I've done them all. And it wasn't until I went carnivore that I healed everything. And so I'm open. Fruits, fruit is sugar. No matter what you say, I don't care. It's going to break down to sugar. And the plants have different glycans. And the glycans from plants, the monosaccharides and the oligosaccharides and the polysaccharides are antigenic, and they cause glycation. Glycation is the abnormal binding of a sugar to a protein, a sugar, or a fat that basically F's you up. And I know, but yeah, I'm listen, you can be a heroin addict and live to 105. My grandmother lived to 104. She smoked Pall Malls and drank Manhattans. Great. But I'm talking about if you've got a problem and you want to solve it, fasting is lasting. Do a 2 to 5 day fast at least, right? Rainbow baby this year, Joanjo, absolutely. To God and carnivore nutrition, the way, the baby's way, I call it. Diets are dead. Diets are dead. The baby's the way, right? You look at a baby and what doesn't everyone's like, we smile, right? The baby smiles because our primary focus in life is building families and making babies, right? Stephanie R., you're here live. It's Kiltzy Live, right? Fruits of any significance or frequency are deadly and dangerous for us because plant and microbial glycans are not the same as animal glycans, right? The sialic acid is mostly in the vertebrate glycans, but on the plant side, I'm sorry, You can eat them, go at it. But it causes silent death, right? Silent sickness. I'm healthy. Did you hear about your good friend who died that was healthy? Oh my God, how'd they die? They were healthy. Well, because most of the damage happens under the surface until the shark fin shows up. And it's not pretty if you're swimming in the water, right? Pain to cook meat every day. How many days can you meal prep for when it comes to meat? I eat my dry aged meat in the refrigerator. Look at, if you're a lion, oh my God, I just can't eat another cow. Okay, you start eating plants. Well, then you become a pig. All right, this is crazy. Our proper human diet, as my good friend Ken Berry says, or the proper, right, the ancestral nutrition is eating meat. We did not eat heroin, cocaine, marijuana, nicotine, caffeine. We didn't eat honey or fruit of any significance. And we can go and find some tribes that are doing it today and say, like, look at them. I know. Fast, you prep for it, just woke up and get after it. Yeah, Haynes, bang, Bosch. I like to, if you listen to Steven and Raymond and Bella and Cherish and Emily and Adek and others from Bella's Mighty Gang, Bella's Mighty Tribe, Steak and Butter Gal, feast it up, right? Prime it up. But you don't need to. I actually didn't when I did my 5-day fast. I was like, can I do this? Can I do this? Can I do this? Can I do this? I'm doing this. I'm doing this. See, my mind led the way. I stopped saying this is too hard and I can't. I said, well, this is easy and I'm doing it. Oh, I can't wait for that Friday feast. Friday feast, right? You're on a hike. You're on a long trek to find the food, right? Instapot, crockpot, air fryer, make meat prep super easy. Thanks, Bosch. When you fast, I prep it. I get my Snake River Farms ribeyes. Let's see, Porter Road. Let's see, Austin. Let's see, Alpine Meats. I'm getting there. Let's see, Butcher Box. So many of them out there. Grain fed or grass fed. I don't think it matters. Omega-3s, omega-6s. I'm sorry. I've never taken care of a patient that I said, oh my God, they have an abnormal omega-3 to omega-6 ratio. Oh my God, they eat grass-fed instead of grain-fed or grain-fed instead of grass-fed. Nope. The number one cause of disease is a plant-based diet. It's all sugar. Darn. The sugars go to the liver. The liver can't keep up with it because the liver glycates and damages the liver. You get fatty liver disease, you get fibrosis, cirrhosis, and liver failure, and you die. See, the liver's primary job is to convert sugars and amino acids to fat via insulin. This is the crazy one, right? OMAD, 17-month strict carnivore, your energy will make you cook. Oh my God. Listen, when you do this, see, you're like, well, what do these carnivores do? Right? Now, I don't eat raw liver. The Liver King, come on. We knew that was a little like wrong. And we're not all surfing on the beach with Dr. Saladino, good guy, by the way. We'd all love to do that. And one day I'm going to go visit Saladino and we're going to do some surfing together. But look at fatty meat is the way. Eat less frequently. 1 meal a day or less. Fasting is lasting and it'll build your fertility. And when you're pregnant, stay that way. Do not change. When your doctor says, oh, you need to eat for 2, say, thank you very much, doctor. I'm a carnivore. Oh, you can't do that. That's not healthy. Listen, I've got so many women that carnivore and keto have a baby getting pregnant, but then they go back and then they suddenly have gestational diabetes and then they go back to keto carnivore. Bingo. 1 meal a day. Eat the fatty meat. That's it. Majestic Gemini, symbol of virility and strength associated with carnitine, God El. What is virility in a man? The quality of having strength, energy, and a strong sex drive. Manliness is the way. Flatter him, feed him, and sensualize him or her, however it is, but we are the mighty beasts. I'm sorry, you don't want to kill anything? Well, then you will die because you must kill a plant or a mollusk or an insect or bugs or a beast in order to be alive because you can't live on rocks alone. I know someone says Kiltz is just rocks in his head, right? Marbles. All right. Bacon bacon. See, I say bacon, eggs, butter, beef, Kiltz's ice cream, and salt. Listen, my ice cream once a week, once a month, once a year. But look at simple sugar in a small amount from time to time with a lot of fat and eggs, pinch of salt. Amazing, right? Listen, we are creative carnivores. You can be an herbivore if you want. You can be a vegan, vegetarian, whatever you choose. Be it and be strong, right? But I'm not here to fight you to tell you to be something you're not. Be you. And that's the most magic I've ever learned in life. Carnivores are the gladiators. You want to be a vegan, vegetarian, or Mediterranean, go at it. But if you're having a medical condition or infertile or endo or adenomyosis or fibroids, or you're trying to get pregnant, but nothing's wrong, the birth control pill and the abortion pill are made from plants. And the governments are trying to sell you more alcohol, marijuana, tobacco, and a plant-based diet in order to control you. Eat more of it if you want to be controlled. The ancients knew. The ancients knew how to control the masses by feeding them plants. The master class, the gods, they eat the meat, right? We'll get your baby, right? Let's see, black pearl. I love to cook with my black pearl. How do you get enough vitamin C? My friends, the cows, the herbivores and the omnivores eat all of the minerals and vitamins that you need. And when you eat the fatty meat, you are not eating the poisons that are in the plants. And you got to stay away from spiders, right? And you can eat the insects if you want, but the last I saw, they're antigenic. Bees and wasps are highly antigenic, right? And I'm sorry, the bees that collect collect the nectar to make the honey, no difference than making beet or cane sugar. And you and I have been duped by some people. Listen, do not believe one word I'm saying. You have to be the experiment of you. But the more people I talk to that went carnivore and like their magic of their mastery of their brain went rock on crazy amazing. The fertility cookbook, I'm going to put a special link on drkiltz.com because right now you can't get it on Amazon. And I'm trying to work it out that you can get it wherever you want, right? And no carbs. You don't need vitamin C. Bosch, thank you very much. Look at you. If you eat the master meal meat, you don't need any supplements. Now, I think eating the organ meats are good for us. So I made a nutritional solutions, Kiltz Health, for the organ meats in the liver. But if you eat the fatty meat, and my good friend, Dr. Sean Baker says, I'm just selling snake oil, which may be, he does not recommend it. He says you don't need the liver, but if you want, eat the real stuff. I agree with that, right? All right, as a carnivore, we don't need any supplements. My friends, if you eat the fatty meat, see the plants in your gut, they're setting up shop. They're saying, all right, let's chelate all those minerals and vitamins in the gut and let's take them out with the poop. And then you're eating all the fiber, which basically the bacteria and yeast and the microbes love you, right? Now you're making alcohol, aldehydes, heat gas, and methane, and it's deadly. Lemons and coffee of any significance is deadly. Tea, whiskey, wine, or beer, it's deadly. Deadly, right? Vitamin D in the winter, my friends, listen, your body's got everything it needs, even for the fasting, even for the hibernation, right? My bet is we likely followed the sun, right? And we followed the herds, right? Now, if you want to hang out in Yellowstone during the winter, go at it. But it took a lot and a long time probably for humans to figure that one out. But we're ancient hunters, right? Ancient hunters. We need calcium source. My friends, let's see, cooking right, you Greek yogurt and pork belly. You get all of it from the meat. You get all of it from the meat. You don't have to eat Greek yogurt at all. You don't, it's just so easy. Majestic Gemini. Off coffee, 14 days, awesome. Bacon, eggs, butter, beef, Kiltz's ice cream and salt. Listen, you want to drink the milk, great. Maybe there was some evolutionary benefit to drinking the milk, but we didn't homogenize it. We didn't we didn't cook it, right? It was simple and raw, and we likely left it in the bladder to make the cheese, right? And that's crazy, right? Enough vitamins are all from the meat you eat, and eat the organ meats, eat the liver. I think the liver is really important for all of us, but you don't eat it raw. You don't have to, right? Thanks everyone for stopping in for the Hour of Power of Fertility, Fertile Fireside Chat, 10 a.m. Currently Sundays Eastern Time for 1 hour. If you go to drkiltz.com and CNYfertility.com, and you can also pre-buy at our lower prices, $37.95 for an IVF cycle, and include the monitoring. We're going to work on getting discounts for everyone. We're going to go up to $42.75, I think, as of March 1st. But you can still get the very best pricing and financing for everyone. And we're working to do more natural cycles, low dose protocols, mini dose protocols, and get away from the high dose protocols. You don't need them. You can take the colostrum supplements, but again, if you are a carnivore and eat fatty meat, organ meats, bone broth, and bone marrow, I think you're getting all you need, right? Coffee is deadly. Tea is deadly of any significance or frequency. Bart K is awesome, by the way. But again, we like to eat the cheeses and the sour creams and the yogurts. Again, a small amount from time to time. Let's see, Vernal, thanks for stopping in and following, by the way. I'm 67. Dramo. I'll be 67 March 12th of this year. I feel younger and younger. I do a little bit of bike riding, a little bit of weights every day. I do some snowboarding. I ride my bike, but mostly I focus on positivity in life. I'm 66, almost 67 years young. See, it's the words that create the way. You want to change the way, change the words, right? Anovulatory cycles over 40, carnivore. Golden Mariah, let's see, Golden Mama Rock, is that it? Let's see, you're amazing, Golden. Thank you so much. I appreciate your words, your thoughts, ideas. Kindness leads. Remember that, gratitude. Be kind to yourself. Listen, whatever your size, shape, age, weight, gender description, whatever your economics, you got to give yourself love. Love, 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 love. Brother Tom, and on a live, I'll call you back. Okay. I didn't need to answer it, did I? But I did. Raw dairy is perfectly fine on carnivore personally. Yeah, James, again, but many people have antigenic reactions to the lactose and the galactose in the glycoproteins in cow's milk different than human milk. So again, I do butter and cream, but sometimes I get All right, you guys are amazing. Thanks for stopping in. Low carb, keto, now 5 days carnivore, 3 arthritis and inflammation. All right, listen, mom's low carb. Mom's slow carb. I don't know, it's lows and slows. Carnivore is the master class. Welcome to the master class. This is the master class of meat, and Kiltz is on it, right? The holidays look like for you. Brittany, Lee, Eubank. Well, look it. I do a piece of cookie, cake, or ice cream and a pumpkin pie from time to time. Miss T and I went to the Krebs for a great Thanksgiving. And did I eat some of the what did I have? A little bit of the sweet potato? Sure. But I minimize. Listen, stay away from anaphylactic reactions, but it could take you down. Miss Tia had an anaphylactic reaction on the highway one day after eating something she'd eaten before, some crab, and thankfully 911 picked her up on the highway and took care of her. But again, gluten is deadly. See, plants are the predators and you be the prey. They know how to get you to eat them. That's really magic. They know how to get you to eat the plants. You eat the plants, and then you're addicted. And then you spread them around the world. And you change their DNA to make them better. I know. Really? Yes. Heroin, cocaine, marijuana, caffeine, nicotine. Tastes so good, doesn't it? But in the long run, we are working for the plants. That's it. Let's see. Dairy of any, you're right. Dairy technically is not carnivore, but I think many of us carnivores do a little butter and cheese and cream, but ultimately steak, salt, water. That's the way. That's the carnivore's way, the baby's way, right? Bacon, eggs, butter, beef, salt. It's beef, salt, water, right? Let's see. Arlen, how you doing? Abood, Michael, Finnan. All right, 11 o'clock. Aged meat, do you leave it uncovered in the fridge? I do, Bosch. It's great. And again, you can put a little fan in there and that'll help also. But I love dry aged meat. I dry age it longer. That's the best. I'm getting myself a dry ager down in Florida, and here, dry age your meat, get your big hunks of really great grass fed, grain finished. I love grass fed, grain finished personally. Listen, the diseases we treat are related to diabetes. It's all related to a plant-based diet. We have no requirement for a plant to ever be consumed. So, all right, a shout out to everyone. Thank you for the Fertile Fireside Chat. I will see you tomorrow morning at 5 a.m. for Kiltz's 5 a.m. meetup. And then tomorrow night, 7:30 p.m. on Monday night is the Mighty Meetup, the Mighty Tribe. We're going to send out a warning to everyone. Show up, bring your questions, your comments, your stories, right? All right. Maybe for the best questions and stories, we're going to give a piece of Kiltz's pottery away. That's going to be it on the Mighty Tribe. All right. See you, Widow. Let's see. Window. All right. S. Spranger, thanks for stopping in. I love you. Thank you. Have an awesome day. And remember, faith first. Fatty, fertile foods. Eat the meat, be the master. Eat the mush, be meek. Eat one time a day. And get working, get moving, get creating, and fail to succeed in life. And never, ever, ever fear failure, because it is the piece of the puzzle that'll make you the second biggest success. The first one is that you were born alive. All right. See you, ladies, gentlemen, men, women, girls, boys, whatever your gender choice is. Much love to everyone. God bless. Raymond. Aqua blue, hang pink waving. Always thank you for the time. My pleasure. Tab M, Tuba, Dorla, Jeanette. Dairy issues. Yeah, stay away from the dairy. A little bit of ghee might be okay, but master class eats only meat. We be the lions. Love you, my friends.